What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Shout out all the subscribers that are coming through the page, man. I see y'all. Go ahead and leave a like right now so y'all don't forget. Anyways, man, I've been getting a lot of comments, a lot of emails of people, they've been asking me repeatedly about Mubu Krump and what happened with Mubu Krump the night, at the house party. People want to know, like, why was he a target that night? We all know, that was the night that his life was taken. 051 Melly was with him. 051 Melly was struck as well by bullets, but he recovered. He survived that night. Unfortunately, that was not the same case with Mubu Krump. So let's get to it, man. So one of the reasons I can say that Mubu Krump, was a target, and the reason why he lost his life that night was because he was moving too much. He was saying too much, and not only that, his voice, his word in the streets was really credible, man. Like, anything that Mubu would say, he would expose you, and anything people in the streets of Chirac really believed it. Like, anything that Mubu Krump would say was credible. Like, he had that credit, the street credit. He was always known as, one of the OGs, one of the bigger fellas, always just being solid 100. So not only that, Mubu Krump was really popular in Southside. I mean, all over Chicago. That's why he was getting all these types of interviews. He was actually cool with OTF at one point. He was really popular, man. He was just like 051 Melly, man. They were like big names out here in the streets. And that night before he passed away, we knew that Mubu Krump was going on Instagram Live, and he was pretty much exposing a lot of things of Lil Durk and the OTF members. For some reason, he really had a grudge against Lil Durk, man. Like OTF, that's where we saw a lot of lives where he went against Bezu from OTF, pretty much clowning him for getting his jaw broken, and all types of situations that happened that Krump knew about, and no one was speaking out about these things besides Mubu Krump. And the reason why I think Krump had a big grudge against OTF is because him and Lil Durk used to be real cool back then, bro. Like, they had a relationship, a friendship, and things went left. And it's one of those that an op can be an op, bro. If an enemy can be an enemy. You probably never even met him, but he's from the rival hood. But you don't really have a grudge, like something that really just irritates you about that person, unless you know them, like you knew them, you used to kick it with them, and all of a sudden now they turn their back on you. Then now the feeling is a little more heated, man. You get that feeling inside, So that's what it was with Krump versus Durk. And of course, we know Mubu Krump knew a lot of BDs, he knew a lot of GDs, he pretty much knew a lot, even 051, which are Mickey Cobras. He knew a lot of different people from a lot of different sets. And even though, he knew most of them were not going to take their chance, trying to fight Mubu Krump or, disrespect him in person, because Mubu Krump was a big fella. When he disrespected Bezu on that live, and it went, it made big numbers on YouTube, and everyone was, tuning in. You guys gotta remember, Bezu also has a lot of connections in Chirac, bro. Like, Bezu has, some real hitters, some real steppers that we don't see in the music videos, we don't hear in the interviews. They're just in the back, You got a lot of Lamron people, you got a lot of Tay-Town people, you got a lot of THF. He got, Bezu is really connected as well, as much as Krump was. So that night of the party is where Mubu Krump messed up, man. He went to this party. There was, a bunch of different sets that were there. And you gotta remember, in Chirac, there's a lot of sets that still mess with their ops. Like, they still talk to their ops, or there's even girls, bro, that mess with both sides, And since Krump was already, pretty much giving himself so much attention after all this, dissing he was doing on IG, people knew the tensions and that he was wanted. He had a target on him, and he goes to this party, and whoever was there, whether it was a guy or a girl, they spotted Krump, man. And you gotta remember, it's like a back door, man. But instead of the back door, somebody got on the phone and called, the ops and let them know, yo, Krump is here. Gave them the address. And that, we know what happened after that. So that's why, Chief Keef pretty much, when he took off, he never came back to Chirac. He only took his family members like Tato, Fredo. He only took a certain handful of guys that he can really trust, because he knows how it is in Chirac. There's people that are always gonna be, gonna be playing both sides, so you can't really trust people. So like, Chief Keef doesn't even really trust Lil Durk, to be honest, cause Lil Durk's people, some THF members, or like Bezu, I think it was Bezu and Rome from THF. They robbed Chief Keef, and Bezu is real close to Lil Durk, OTF. So Chief Keef knows not to trust Lil Durk. He knows what type of guys Lil Durk's gonna bring around. So that's why we don't really see them in the studio together anymore. We don't see, any features or any mixtapes with Chief and Durk anymore because of that reason. So that's pretty much, Mubu Krump, lost his life because somebody, was a snake in the circle, or somebody at the party, spotted him, called up the ops, gave the location. The ops are probably parked in the corner, just waiting for like maybe, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, waiting to see Mubu Krump come out of the house. Once they saw Mubu Krump come out, they turned on the car and drove, and they put in that work, man. They created that Mubu Krump pack. R.I.P. to Mubu though. But that's just the way the ops, disrespect him after that. But it wasn't because Mubu Krump had gotten in a fight, or because, he was standing up for someone, or because he went on a drill and, they clapped back at him and he got caught. It wasn't CPD neither that was chasing him or nothing like that, bro. It was because you can't trust people, bro. Like, especially in Chirac, the back door is always left open, man. So somebody spotted him and it was a wrap, man. Y'all gotta keep your eyes open, man. Watch your surroundings. Don't ever take your life for granted, man. Don't ever think you're untouchable. Don't ever think that, people love you so much that they won't backdoor you. And that's all I gotta say, man. For real. Gang, gang.